All signs point to the Dallas Wings winning this game. Do I have any faith in the Dallas Wings? No! All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, hello, my name is Rashad Milligan. This is the Road to 2K subs. Here are my WNBA picks for today. Now, the first thing we have up is the Las Vegas Aces versus the Indiana Fever today at noon. The Aces are still on their road trip. They face Atlanta and stuff like that. Connecticut, then Atlanta, and now they're in Indiana. Three games, 2 out of those 3 games seemed extremely winnable before the road trip. But they had a bad loss against Connecticut, so the whole thing was like, oh, snap, should we be worried? And, A'ja Wilson didn't have the best game against Connecticut, but she bounced back the very next night, or the next time they came out on the floor against Atlanta. She had a dominant output, as well as De'Erica Hamby had a great game in her homecoming with 20 points and 9 rebounds down there in Atlanta. Atlanta had the lead for most of the night, but when it was time to win, winners win and losers lose. And all due respect to the Dream, this season at this particular time, with all of the players they have out, they had a starting 5 worthy of players out of that game, with Crystal Bradford out, Kennedy Carter out, who else was out? Candace Dupree was out, Cheyenne Parker was out, and, you could say Tiffany Hayes, but I believe Tiffany Hayes played, and, Tiffany Hayes played in that game, but she was still, obviously kind of physically out there. You could see it that she was still hurting, and she even got re-aggravated, some stuff seemingly in that game as well with the MCL tear that she suffered a couple months ago. So Vegas gets what they need to get done in Atlanta. They pull it out and they ultimately win. And now they're going into Indiana, where this is another kind of easy game that you need to win against a team that's playing for the number 1 draft pick at this point, if we're keeping it a buck. A couple of days ago, Indiana only had 7 players eligible to play. Victoria Vivian's, with Tiffany Mitchell and Jessica Breland out. Jessica Breland's on a personal leave right now, and so is Kaiser Gondrajic. So they just don't have many players available, many bodies available. Now, however, the Fever did win the other night with a very small lineup. They did win the other night. It was against, who did they beat? Oh, they beat the Wings. Yeah, they beat the Wings the other night, 2-point game and stuff like that. I believe that was the game that Danielle Robinson hit the game winner. So they pulled it out and they snuck that one out. And then, just the game before that, they almost beat Phoenix, a really, really good team. So, you know what I'm saying? So Indiana is still fighting. They're still there. They're still looking to kind of create some upsets and everything like that. However, come on now. It's the Aces. The Aces are trying to get back on track. The Aces are trying to do what they have to do. They're number 2 right now. They're the number 2 seed. So they want to have a chance of, obviously, to get that number 1 seed, especially with Seattle kind of slipping post-Olympic break, having that post-Olympic break slump just a little bit. This is Vegas' time to really strike and really make a difference and really try to make that leap into the number 1 seed. Now, so I have the Aces winning. Some stat lines to see. I guess De'Erica Hamby, her stock is rising. Liz Cambage, I think she's due for a good game. She didn't really necessarily just have like the most dominant game in Atlanta. She did what she needed to do with, as big body bends, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. But I feel like it's really kind of time for her to have another standout game. A'ja Wilson, like I said, she's back 21, 12, and 7. But I'm looking at De'Erica Hamby. De'Erica Hamby stock rising. Let's go see what she does. Jackie Young, a Notre Dame alum, coming back to her, college town area and stuff like that. That's a very interesting thing to look at, when you're over there, kind of back home. That's what kind of gave De'Erica a little bit of that juice, but I'm looking at that as well. Kelsey Plum, 8 assists, no points, no rebounds, but 8 assists in Atlanta. I'm looking at her as well. And Chelsea Gray is always set to be solid. So if I had to give you all a line, if you're making your picks today, I'm not a betting man, but for everybody who might be a betting man or woman, I'm looking at Cambage. I'm looking at Cambage getting me 20. I'm looking at A'ja getting me 20. and I'm looking at De'Erica getting me. So I'm looking at 60 points from the big three in the front court for the Las Vegas Aces right there today. And that's just because I feel like, well, okay, I'll say Asia Wilson, 17, 18 points, and then at least 20 for Cambage and De'Erica, because I think Cambage is just due, and De'Erica is stock rising. She had a good game right before the Olympic break against Dallas, and then she had a good game in Atlanta. I just feel like she's feeling it right now. I feel like she's in a rhythm, even though she's playing on one foot right now. So, I have, I'm very, but yeah, keep that in mind as well, that De'Erica did hurt herself in Atlanta. She hurt her foot. She had to tie her shoelace tighter and stuff like that. But she still finished the game. She's still scoring in the game. It's crazy. But that's who I have. I have the Las Vegas Aces winning. I have Cambage getting 20. And I'm putting my trust and faith in De'Erica to get another 20 ball, and Asia to get about 18, 17 points. Next game up, we have the Sparks versus the Connecticut Sun. Let me see where this one is at. This one is at Connecticut, so this is a repeat of the game that we just saw earlier this week. And the Sun beat the Sparks 76-72. Obviously, the Sparks are kind of having a down year, kind of, Chinea Wumuke's been battling injury and everything like that. And Nneka's been on her own. But, the Sparks, they're trying to, slowly come back and, solidify themselves as a playoff team this year. So I think that'll be very interesting to see what they can do and what they can pull off. Let me see if I could see their thing up here. But yeah, they're definitely looking to try to get back in that race. But I just don't know if they have enough juice right now at this point. It will, all things considered, it is difficult to pull off a sweep back-to-back. But if any team could do it, it's the Sun and it's the Mercury, as you saw last night. That's a whole nother video with the Mercury and the Liberty. But yeah, I'm going to go with the Connecticut Sun once again. Jonquel Jones didn't have... Hold on, let me see now. I don't want to just be speaking. Someone say research. All right, here we go. Jonquel Jones, she actually bounced back. I'm thinking about the Aces game where she didn't have a good game, but she bounced back 22-11. And then Brianna Jones, MIP candidate, hands down for sure, the all-star, 23.6 rebounds. Herself, DeWanna Bonner, 14, 5 and 5. She's always going to be solid for you. So, with that being said, I think Jonquel Jones is going to do, I think it's going to be more of the same here. And then perhaps DeWanna and Brianna Jones flip stat lines right here. But I am picking the Connecticut Sun to sweep the LA Sparks today in Connecticut. And for the last game. Wait, hold on. I guess if anyone wanted to see, what if they wanted to see how much someone was going to score from the Sparks? So let's see the last game. Sparks, Nneka had 13 last game, and Chinea had 5. Taya had 2 points. Okay, let me see. Erica Wheeler had 13. Erica Wheeler's having a really good season, a really consistent season. I guess I'll give Erica Wheeler at least 15 points. I'm giving Nneka at least 15 points, and I'm giving Chinea at least another 5. That's my over-under 5. Anything over 5, I'm not feeling too confident in right now. And then the last game of the night, or at the same time, are the Dallas Wings versus the Washington Mystics. Now, the Wings have a very talented roster. I've always felt that way. They just underachieve, and they've underachieved all season long. The Mystics, obviously, with Elena Del Don coming back, they took her out of precaution the other night. She still isn't looking like Elena Del Don from her MVP year, but that was a couple years ago, man. You can't expect someone to take 2 years off and just be who they once were. The first game of this back-to-back went to the Dallas Wings in a 5-point swing. As you see here, Dallas Wings 5-point swing. See what I did there. Enrique went off again, 26 points, 9 assists. Isabel Harrison, 21 points, 10 rebounds. Okay, but we look at the Washington side of things. Elena Del Don was taken out with precaution after 12 minutes after she came up limping and stuff like that. She was, just physically, visibly kind of just bothered and stuff like that. You got Maisha Hines-Allen, who's really stepping up this season as well. Shout out to Maisha. Okay, So with Tina Charles expected to miss 3 to 5 games, and then you ain't even. Excuse me, you don't even have Elena Deldon. You're still kind of worried about her. Dallas really needs to take advantage of this. I'm going to put my money on Dallas. I'm going to say Dallas is going to take advantage of hobbled Elena Deldon, who's like hesitating and stuff like that. In these games, this is a trap game where you will go with Washington. I will say that. In these games, it's a trap game where all signs point to Dallas, and Dallas still finds a way. I'm telling you, Dallas has been underachieving all season long. They have a team. They have the talent, but they've been one of the worst teams in the league for some reason. They've underachieved, and they always just, salute to Vicky Johnson, all due respect. Salute to Erica Agumawale, excuse me. You're really good. All you guys are really good. Shout out Isabel Harrison. Shout out to the Vols. You know what I'm saying? Vol Nation. However, they've just been underachieving all season. All signs point to the Dallas Wings winning this game. Do I have any faith in the Dallas Wings? No. But I'm going to pick them anyway, because what the heck? I'm going to pick the Dallas Wings to get this one. I'm going to pick Enrique to get 25 plus once again. And who else am I going to pick to get 20? Someone else is going to get 20 for the Dallas Wings. Let me take a wild gander at it, all right? I'm going to go, Come on, Marina. Marina only had 7 points. I've been hyping you up all season, Marina. Mariah Jefferson, no. All due respect. Let me see. I'm going to go. Awak is playing now. She's playing actually pretty well, fairly well. Yeah, I remember seeing her in the thumbnail. I was like, they don't play their rookies. Okay. I'm going to go. That's it. 25 plus for Enrique. And that's what I'm going with. Good luck with your picks, everything like that. Once again, I'm Rashad Milligan. This is the Road to 2K Subs. If you are new to the channel, take care of yourself.